Hey guys, what's going on? Crypto Mike here. I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. As you know, the new rules for Gods Unchained for the weekend games have come and gone for the first weekend, and there's some interesting results. As I stated before in some of the earlier videos I did this past weekend while the event was going on, I did notice that it seemed to be a lot more competitive, not just for myself, but also at the mythic level, which I'm yet to play at. By the way, I did crack Ethereal Diamond, and I was a stone's throw from mythic yesterday for a minute. So look who's coming up. Anyway, let's get to this. So what we're talking about today is the top 3 decks. Now, as always, right, I kind of take like the top 10 or 15 and then go from there and see what kind of decks people are playing and how it changes. So for a couple reasons, one for posterity, so we can see how the actual values of these decks change over time. So I'll paste them in the comment section below and put a value, a dollar value, so it sort of timestamps it. So maybe 6 months down the line, we can check and see if the values of these decks have gone absolutely insane or if they've dumped or what have you. So anyway, that's what this is about. So that's what's going on. Let's get right to it. Okay, so this is the top list here. This is, of course, straight from GU Decks, and this is the top weekend ranked. And if you notice, there's an interesting thing going on here. We've got the top 2 players actually had 24 wins, and that's again a lot more competitive than it has been. It used to be the last, before the rules changed, we had lots of players with 23 and 24 wins, but not so much anymore. If you look at all the way down to the top 15, it goes to 22 wins. So it does seem that, at least in the mythic bracket here, that things are more competitive, and that's a good thing. So what we're going to do is look at, of course, we got the top 2 players here with both 24 wins. That's Fuerte Dandy and Lion King, and Lion King was the first to 24 wins. We covered that a little bit over the weekend, but we have another group of players here. The next 12 or so players all have 23 wins. So I tried to pick a deck in here that wasn't exactly like the first 2 decks, because it seems like, as usual, right, a lot of these guys are playing the exact same decks. So anyway, let's go to the first guy here. Let's go to a Fuerte Dandy, and this is pretty interesting because he's playing a deck known as, you guessed it, Board Wipe Death. Board Wipe Death. You gotta love this. Notably, again, I signed into MetaMask, so you can see all the cards I have that they have that I don't. And the values here. So this this got 24 wins over the weekend, and the price of this deck is 1.5245 Ethereum, which of course to US dollars is this right here. That's going to be $4,776, and so there you go. That's what a Board Wipe Death deck will get you, about that much, or spend that much to get your deck. So pretty good stuff. 24 wins. We're again nearing the value of a $5,000 deck here. All right, so let's go to the next one here. Lion King, second on our list. If you look back here, we got Lion King actually got second, also with 24 wins, and he was the first to 24 wins over the weekend. But Lion King was not playing Board Wipe Death. Interestingly, there's a new meta going on, and wouldn't you know it, it's called Beefy War Deck. Oh, if you're going to name something, you may as well name it correctly, and Beefy War seems to be the way to go. So if you look at, again, I've logged into MetaMask, and I basically just don't have any of these cards, highlighted by Demogorgon, of course, and the Pyramid Wardens from the Genesis set that are just super expensive at this point. But anyway, so this is the Beefy War Deck, and I was checking, going through the top 10 or 15 to see if maybe the decks had changed, and there's a lot of people playing this deck now, called the Beefy War Deck. So anyway, this is back to our friend here. Lion King played Beefy War, and of course this is 1.8630 Ethereum, and that comes out to a whopping $5,836 US dollar value. So there you go, almost a $6,000 deck. Pretty wild, right? So I dug down the top list here, and I was looking at Wez and Nakarub and Sifu and some of these other ones, just to try and get a third deck in there, because a lot of these top guys are playing Beefy War. And I dug a little bit and I found this guy. This guy actually goes by the name of Fake Muse, and he does some pretty good YouTube videos if you haven't checked out his channel regarding strategy and the metas and these sorts of things. But check this out. I had to dig down low to find a different deck, and he's actually not playing that. He's playing something called Wild Zoo Nature deck. And here you go, once again logged into, so you can see what cards I do have and don't have. I'm missing some Pyramid Wardens, the Trials of the Hydra, of course, Selena, Champion of Nature, a couple Underbrush Boars, and Chiron the Teacher. Underbrush Boars, I'm told, basically if you're going to play Nature at the top level, you got to have Underbrush Boars or you're going to just get stomped. But look at this, creator of the deck, 90% win rate, 42 matches. That's pretty hot. But so the cost of this is actually comes in quite a bit lower than the other decks that we were looking at. This is 0.5203. And of course, value-wise, that's $1,633 in US dollars as of this moment. And that's that. So I don't know, what were your thoughts on this past weekend and how things have developed? Me, myself, I'm very happy with how they changed the matchmaking, because now it used to be that I would play through the week and I'd scream up to Solar Gold and get just before Ethereal Diamond. The weekend would come, everybody derank and just beat my ass all the way back to Auric Gold, or even Shadow in some cases, right? So it's not like that anymore. It seems that the matchmaking has been improved quite a bit, and if you have been watching my graph, and again, I don't expect anybody to, because I'm not a hot player by any means or anything, but it's everything's going up because I think the matchmaking's better. I think that people aren't deranking, so you get a better idea of actually where you stand as far as your deck and your play level versus the rest of the population if you play a lot of games. So there's a lot of good developments with this. I'm pretty happy with the way it's shaken out, and here we are. So again, if you like these videos, don't forget, please leave a comment, thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll be doing this more in the future as well, and I'll have an update on my progress as well coming very, very soon. Thanks again, guys. Have a fantastic day. Appreciate you watching.